Breaking news involving Toronto Maple Leafs has just been revealed, taking everyone by surprise. Our journalists have managed to obtain this valuable information. However, before we discuss the details of the news, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel, aiming to soon surpass the number of subscribers of Canadians. With everyone's cooperation, we aim to become the leading news channel. The Toronto Maple Leafs inked an enforcer to a 3-year deal in 2023. Earlier this summer, the Toronto Maple Leafs enlisted Ryan Reaves for more than the league minimum, and it's difficult to consider any contract any team secured this year that was more universally criticized. The rationale behind the agreement is so absurd because it compensates a player who is exceptionally aged and who would never qualify for an NHL team, except for combat, and brawling has been dwindling for years. As teams no longer suit up enforcers, and since the Leafs hadn't engaged one since Nonis and Burke held the reins, it was a peculiar signing that warrants all the disapproval it receives. For a 1-year period and at the league minimum, it would have been acceptable. To provide such a player funds that could be better utilized for your team and 3 years of duration is so incongruent with how a hockey team should operate in 2023 that it leads you to speculate whether the entire organization might be inept. We momentarily interrupt the news to share a crucial announcement. We want to emphasize that if you want to continue receiving the latest updates through YouTube recommendations, it is of utmost importance that you leave your like on this video. Thank you in advance. We will now return to the ongoing news. The timing of such a maneuver was intriguing because shortly after, the QMJHL, Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, prohibited fighting. It's something the NHL should also adopt. NHL must emulate the QMJHL and prohibit fighting. Combat is captivating, and I formerly relished watching it. If the repercussions weren't so dreadful, I'd be an avid supporter. The reality is, with the knowledge we now possess about the detrimental effects of years of bare-knuckle boxing on an individual, it is no longer morally justifiable to retain it in the sport. Justifications about maintaining the integrity of the game no longer hold weight. That's what referees are there for. Fighting used to be enjoyable, but scientific evidence has demonstrated that it's no longer defensible. Consider the roster of former NHL enforcers who garnered attention for exceedingly sorrowful reasons in their post-hockey lives. A recent study demonstrated that, on average, NHL enforcers succumbed 10 years earlier than players of other positions, CBC.com. Given our understanding of this issue and of CTE, there's simply no rationale for allowing people to engage in combat for our amusement. It's even more distressing when they are teenagers, yet I still anticipate the NHL will emulate the QMJHL's example sooner rather than later. Undoubtedly, fighting and the culture surrounding it constitute a significant aspect of hockey, but that needs to evolve. The NHL didn't used to permit jersey advertisements, but they do now. They didn't used to permit gambling, but now they do. I'm not fond of these developments, but they do underscore the malleability of the game. A substantial facet of NHL culture is undergoing transformative processes, albeit slowly, as the Stahl brothers make evident, and eliminating fighting is a part of that transformation. So, fans, what is your perception of this news? Are you aligned with it or do you have a different view? Share your opinion in the comments section. This plays a crucial role in helping our beloved team understand your feelings. Stay tuned, as I will be back soon with more updates.